Not 10 years ago.
Yeah. So we'll see.
But
Buffalo.
I'm available for that stuff, though. You are, America's media icon.
I know. It's true. Well, Howard Stern has done radio bits. Conservative radio feels like one big bit. They're just making stuff up.
It's like a never-ending SNL skit. I'm so concerned about it that, I honestly, if you did lose this, which it is on the board because I tend to lean towards Nick as far as the Bills take goes. I might volunteer as tribute just so that video doesn't have to be on the internet of you. That's how much respect I have for you, Colin.
All right. Well, that's nice of you. So, listen, Aaron Rodgers said something yesterday, and he tried to create an argument that doesn't exist. So he's talking about GOATs, the greatest of all time. He's on the Pat McAfee show. And there's what Aaron Rodgers said.
There's way too many people labeled the GOAT, or this guy's the GOAT of this guy's the GOAT of that. It used to be greatest of all time is one person, right? But now, because there's way too many GOATs, I think you have to break it out into specific categories. Best winner of all time, person who's won the most championships. Best player, which involves talent and ability and what you did with it. Most talented player,
That'd probably be you.
Best thrower of the football.
That's probably you.
There's all these different ways you can break that out.
No, nobody does that. Aaron, there's one GOAT, it's Brady, it's not you. Nobody breaks it up like that. You want us to. Nobody breaks it up like that, Aaron. Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Wayne Gretzky's the go. He's like the chosen one, or what do they call him? The great one. He's just the go. And then there's Michael, and there's Brady, and then there's Gretzky, and there's Pele. Nobody, Aaron, is doing that. I will, though, say of the 12 greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen, I've always looked at them differently based on a lot of factors. I would say of the 12 best quarterbacks I've ever seen, and this is, here's the three groups. I would put them in the super talented. And to me, that is Favre, Marino, Rodgers, Elway. Some won a championship, some didn't, some won a couple. God gave them something that nobody else had. Arm strength, release, it's just different looking. Favre, Marino, Rodgers, Elway. It just looks different. I would say there's the super winners. They also had talent, but maybe it was their leadership, their coach. They just played in big games forever, and they seem to win a lot of them. Bradshaw, Aikman, Brady, Montana. And then I would classify the super unique. Breeze is the most accurate thrower of the football I have ever seen. Russell Wilson's the single greatest playmaker. Peyton Manning changed the game intellectually. He was a coach on the field. And then Steve Young was a precursor to Russell Wilson. They're just unique. They may not have all the championships. They don't have the raw talent of Marino. They're maybe not as, but there's something there. It's a little talent, a little leadership, a little winning, and I've never seen another quarterback I compared to Peyton, ever. It's just the way he played. Now, I will say this. Patrick Mahomes is the only quarterback I've ever seen that could be in all three of those. He's it. Not saying he's going to be. And I need to see. We're really, he's been here at the party for about an hour and a half. Let's see a couple more years. It's the only quarterback that he's unique, left-handed throws, sidearm. Talent, it's absurd. And he has a chance with Andy Reid to join the super winner. And in my life, I couldn't put one guy in all three. Mahomes is the only one potentially that can get there. But Aaron, nobody's talking about best arm is GOAT. That doesn't exist. That argument, nobody's talking about that. Yeah. All right, let's bring in the voice of college football, Fox Sports college football analyst. I'm not really a bit guy. I used to work at a network where the morning show was like a bit show, and I'm not like into bits. But if the Buffalo Bills win one playoff game, I think they're arguably the second best team in the league. I watched them dominate the Rams. I watched them dominate Seattle. I watched them dominate Pittsburgh. I watched them dominate the Raiders. To me, that is arguably the first or second best team in football. They have to win one playoff game, and if they do,
it's not so much that they have to win one playoff game. It's that if they don't win the playoff game.
First of all, great coach, great quarterback. Their defense concerns me, but they'll be playing in Buffalo.
The stakes concern me, not the bet itself. It's the stakes that concern me.
For the record, on the Baker Mayfield thing, even when you compliment Cleveland, they have such low self-sports esteem. They can't figure it out. Cleveland has either the first or second best offensive line in football. I think it's the best. Colts are second. That's a compliment, Cleveland. With the best offensive line in football, Baker Mayfield has the 31st highest completion percentage, 18th in yards, 12th in touchdowns, with great tight ends and great wide receiver talent. He was the second best quarterback in the game Monday. Ask yourself this. You're a general manager. Next 5 years in the NFL, I would take Patrick Mahomes over him, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, and I love Derek Carr. He's more of a grown-up. I would also take the Jets' #1 pick and the Jags' #2 pick. And give me 5 more games, and I like the maturity and accuracy of Tua. That would be 10 of 16 AFC quarterbacks. Cleveland's got the best offensive line in the league. Do you remember what Dak Prescott looked like when he had the best offensive line in the league? He was 13-3 as a rookie. The last time a quarterback in this league, had the best running game and the best offensive line was Dak Prescott's rookie year. He went 13-3 in the better NFC. Baker's 31st in completion percentage with a star receiver and 2 star tight ends and 2 star backs and the best offensive line. I'm just saying, I don't see this. He is Case Keenum with a better arm. He's capable. Case Keenum won 11 games one year. It's not a bang on him. But the last time we saw the combination of best O-line in football and best running game was Dak as a rookie. It was 13-3. So right now they're 9-4. So, and you know, it's not a knock. I really, honestly, sometimes I'm like, it's not a criticism. Cleveland is built around Kevin Stefanski and this O-line. That's what they are. And by the way, I like the running backs, but Nick Chubb couldn't do anything. This offensive line, we've seen Zeke as the Cowboy offensive line has deteriorated. Zeke's not special. Like you do need some help on the offensive line. Cleveland's O-line is stacked. They're paying a swing tackle $5.5 million. Doesn't start. They're stacked. Joel Klatt next hour. It's the streaming service you'll love. Discovery Plus. Exclusive originals. It starts next year. U.S. only. Plus some favorite brands like HGTV and the Food Network. Discovery Channel. The Herd.